What's up, guys? Welcome to my crib.
All right, Ron, we're in the most iconic wheel spot here in the West Coast, right? We're at AR Motorwerkz, and I wanted to showcase what they do here, and also Ron's the best man to show you guys because he is Jabba the Hutt Slut King. I can say that. And the funny thing is, we just had a customer of yours that watched one of the videos here and was basically calling you, was like, Ron, I want the slut lip build. Right?
Yeah, I think it's funny because when we first made Ken's wheels, I think I don't know where that came from. I think I just saw Star Wars or something, and I was just like, dude, these Jabba the Slut lips. And it's funny. I love that the audience sees the builds and actually use these coined phrases, which is awesome. And it's like the same thing we do with finishes. You know, like we come up with different names, and it's fun. And
we have something special coming up soon that you may see in a future video. I don't know when that's coming, but we've been talking, right?
Yeah.
And there's been some sauce in the mix of it, but let's show your facility, right? Talk about what you guys do.
Absolutely.
And I think I'm very excited because all you see around is wheels.
Well, welcome to the shoe palace of wheels, I guess you can say. Obviously, I wish I was able to tidy up before you guys got here, but we're in busy season, and obviously there's a lot of things going on. But we have 3 units in this plaza. This is our workshop unit. Right now, where you're in is our lobby. We essentially have our guys sitting here and waiting for their builds. We have a little arcade. We love Street Fighter. Some of our displays, some of our awards, some of the magazines we've been on. But for the most part, let me show you around.
Yeah, this is what really catches my eye. I think when a customer comes in here and looks at all the different finishes, right? You have something from your classic, right?
Diamond black,
and you have something really aggressive. I have no idea what that shit is.
So that's like a plated gold. Okay. So, but for the most part, like I like to showcase all the different finishes we can. Obviously, we have our traditional, like what Ken was saying, the diamond black. We have our satin bronze, our satin black, and all the way up to our 24 karat plated gold wheels. Once again, sorry for the mess, guys. We're in busy season. As you can see, typically we put this in the workshop side, but our lobby, we have so many sets. I mean, we are catering to the whole entire world. I shipped a set to Africa, for God's sake, 2 weeks ago. We got Akon just killing it in Africa. We don't even know. But anyways, whatever the case is, as you can see, these are all wheel centers that we have finished.
These are all sold for customers.
These are all sold for customers coming back from our finishing facility. These are all centers that will be put together in our workshop, which I'll show you shortly. But we do a lot of drop ship. So as you can see, there's just a lot of sets that are basically finishing and sealing, as well as suspension, car parts, just all types of automotive parts that are just laying around getting ready for shipping. So like, again, sorry for the mess. You know, you guys are very important to me, but shit, it's been very busy, and we're really working our best to get all the orders out in a timely fashion. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the place and while I show it around with Ken.
Yeah, and I think one of the things to show too is that you're actually able to show your hard work because a lot of R&D goes into this facility, right? Because
100%.
When a new model comes out with, the BMWs or any other chassis, you have to go through the R&D procedure of figuring out what fitment is the best fitment, right? And I think a lot of us want that flush fitment where you have 0 spacers.
Exactly.
And it takes a lot of work. It doesn't happen right away because you just have these really special wheels that probably took you a little while to figure out, right?
Absolutely. Every new model, we do take our time. For example, the G80. I mean, now it's been out for at least 3 to 4 years. But when it first came here, we were literally juggling around different types of BBSs, different types of wheels, just to really get the fit that can really make it look like Ken's car, for example. But all the blood, sweat, and work literally is in this workshop, in this unit. And glad to have you guys here and showing off with Ken as well. So,
let's check out the other
Absolutely.
side.
So
one thing too is that, we'll talk about it in here, is that the barrels that you guys have, right, are not like, I think a lot of people specifically think when I switched my LMRs to the new aggressive setup.
Absolutely.
A lot of people thought, oh, why would you get rid of the BBS Japan barrels to like a Chinese barrel? But I was corrected, they're not.
Yeah, so there's a lot of wheel companies that say, hey, we have full forge wheel, T6061. Yes, they are made out of the same material and grade and forgings, but there's different ways of making that material. I mean, all our lips and barrels are made in Japan, and they are T6061, just like every other graded forged wheel, but these are QC'd properly, they're strong, and that's why all the wheel sets that you purchase from us, we offer lifetime warranty. Obviously, that's not for the finishes, because finishes wear and tear.
Correct.
But all our custom 3-pieces, we offer lifetime warranty. We obviously, if you live in Miami or in New York or areas where there's humidity, the seals get dry. I always ask my customers, are you parking your car outside? Where is your car stored? Because yeah, seals do dry up. They're literally silicone rubber gaskets. So, I mean, for the most part, we do cover you for all the builds we do, and all our parts are premium and made in Japan. I'm not Japanese, I'm actually Chinese.
We might look Japanese because you guys are probably racist.
Yeah, you guys are racist, freaking A. But look, I appreciate my people, but I also really appreciate Japanese products because this quality control as well as how they make things, I feel like Japanese people are like, if I don't do it right, I dishonor my family. So it's like, it's very important to me that where we source our parts out are from really good people and actually people that really care about what they produce. So that's why we really care about our wheels and how we build them. So yeah.
A good example too is that I know some people cut corners when it comes to quality and stuff, and there's a price difference, right?
Yeah.
And when you purchase a custom set of wheels, there's a price tag attached to it. But now you guys understand too, like the barrels they're getting that are being developed, their quality, they're not just the generic ones you could get from overseas in the less high quality areas. I'm not gonna say too many things about that because there's always opinions about it.
Yeah.
But when I see their facility here, there's a wheel building facility, right?
Yeah.
And to showcase that, what they do, I was just literally here all day, and we're just watching some of their guys build some wheels for people that have ordered it, and you can see the amount of detail that goes into it. So
yeah.
But I know this shop, majority of the beginning of your business was wheels, but you developed into installing motorsport parts on enthusiasts, right?
Absolutely. So we carry all types of automotive parts. We even carry truck parts. So we primarily sell with drop ship. We ship things from here to all over the world or from manufacturers direct to customers. But the whole point is we try to cater to everybody that are enthusiasts. And that's why we're all across the forum boards from BMW, which is our #1, Audi Zine, MB World, you name it, all the chassis.
Talk about those Audis, man. My people don't watch that.
Well, I keep forgetting. You know, I started this business from BMW. I've always been a BMW guy I was on E46 Fanatics, and that's how it really started. I was flipping those competition ZHP wheels. So for the most part, it's been a process, and to do what I love, and he
works hard, man.
Yeah,
I see him all day. We've taken a lot of his time, so he's probably backlogged for tomorrow. But
it's fine. It's fine. I love it when you guys come here, and it's really nice to showcase the facility to people because a lot of people ask, like, where are you located? What's going on? But this is where we're at, and all the blood, sweat, R&D, all of it happens here. Obviously, this is our workshop. We have 3 units in this location. The workshop unit, we obviously have our Hunter Touchless mount and road force balance. I spent a lot of money to get this machine because we work on so many high-end wheels, #1, and we want the best balance possible. And the Hunter road force balance it simulates the road. So it has like this cylinder I want to show you guys. This actually puts force into the wheel while it's balancing and simulates the road. So you can actually feel that. It's a large cylinder that comes down and it presses against the wheel like it's actually on the road.
And
so
what's important about this too is that if you guys were to order a set of wheels, which I did, right, from Ron, because what we did was you sent my LMRs to Ron to get it refinished, rebarreled, and you basically put my tires originally back on it and you had a road force.
Yeah.
Right, and one thing that's cool about it is that if you're buying a set of wheels, sometimes it's good to have everything ready instead of you going to a shop where you live, getting it all mounted. It's all done in-house here, and he'll send it in a big box. And when you get home, it's like Christmas on maybe July.
Yeah, and it's literally plug and play. So yeah, I mean, obviously, like he was saying, a plug and play. Every wheel and tire package, we give them complimentary Italian forged bolts. And back to the machine, all our tool heads are plastic. So when we mount the wheels on, it's not like the traditional old crowbars where people see scratches on their barrels or scratches on their lips. These are very careful. They're rubber, they're plastic, and it's almost touchless to all the rim edges. So that's why I invested a lot on this. And there's a lot of people just randomly that will just come here and be like, can I just get a road force balance? But yeah, this is definitely a need. I really love this freaking machine.
And I think let's check out some of your workstations.
Absolutely. So right now, typically, we always have these lips that are polish. We have them pre-polished. We have them ready for assembly, so we could keep lead times a lot sooner than later. So
for lead times, so somebody was going to inquire about building a set, right?
Yeah.
Let's say something readily available, like LMs, LMRs.
Sure.
What's the wait time for that?
Wait time, depending on the finish. If you do a standard finish for a custom 3-piece, it's about 2 to 3 weeks. If it is a brushed finish, you're looking about like 4 to 5 weeks. So we try to give ours extra time so we don't overpromise.
Correct.
And we want to underpromise so that way, you know, you get your wheels and you're happy. So yeah, exactly.
The customer before, you know, I just forgot his name. He had the G80, Justin, right?
Yeah.
And he was just blown away about the finish and color because I think he called you, was like, what do you think about doing brush all around? You're like, I haven't done it before, but let's do it. But I think he was super thrilled about it.
I think it's fun because it's almost like building a dream into reality because some of the people that I guess you could say some people are bandwagoners where they're like, I haven't seen it before, and since I haven't seen it before, I don't want to do it. And it's like, okay, I get it. I get that perspective. But the people that are like, they just want to do something different, something special, I love those jobs because we can't really imagine it until it's done either. But we see the whole process, the whole build process. And when it's done and came out just like Justin's car, I hope you show some clips of that.
Oh,
that thing was insane. It's like
you see passion with their eyes.
It feels good.
So
it feels good. Like, and for me, as a person, I always loved giving gifts as opposed to receiving gifts. When I get gifts, I feel strange. I love giving gifts.
That's how Asian people are. That's how I was raised.
Is it? Yeah. So it's kind of weird. Like I love giving things because I want people to be happy.
Correct.
And you know, just seeing people like watching their dreams into reality for their builds or whatever they want customized. It's
dream wheels. Yeah. People have dream wheels, and then that's what people see, and they get that, and it just changes the whole feature of the ownership of the car.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, wheels, suspensions really changes up the car.
This is the wheel king, right? Wheel king.
So yeah, over here, what we have is our wheel assembly. This is we have a lot of our inner barrels that are ready for assembly. Once again, sorry, the place is a pigsty.
Well, it's because you guys are working, right? And you guys got to keep up with demand. And it's what's good to see is that, you know, for me, again, I had no idea where your barrels came from, but to hear it came from Japan and the quality of it.
I mean, the thing is, some of it comes from Japan, majority, and then a lot of stuff comes from Europe as well. So Europe and Japan, they're really good at their craftsmanship when it comes to metals or aluminums. So that's where majority of our parts come from. Don't get me wrong, we have gotten stuff from China, but those are for random wheels for like, for example, people who want to do Workmeisters and they want something quick. We will get stuff from China, like if we need to. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to downplay that stuff, but when it comes to our BBS builds, everything comes from Japan, and everything is CNC'd to fit those wheels, and the bores fit snug. So
that's cool.
Yeah, that's really important to me. But this is our wheel assembly line. We normally stock all our inner barrels that are ready for build out. They are all labeled out to the widths and dimensions that we need. This is kind of like where we put all our centers. Take it easy. This is where we put all our centers after finishing. These are like little bread baskets I put together essentially. And literally I put all the centers in, and these are all ready for build out. Typically what happens is the guys prep the inner barrels, the outer lips. We clean them up, and this is our dial indicator as well for chewing out the wheels, because obviously 3-piece wheels, they're all made at different times. So you need to chew them out so they balance out properly, because I can't just randomly assemble a wheel because it would literally be lopsided. Like you need to dial out the inner to the outer, as well as make sure the center fits snug. And this is the whole build out room from
anything special with the hardware, anything that's you're using like quality. I'm sure definitely quality hardware.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything is grade 10, and that is what you need for these type of hardware.
Because the worst thing for you to buy a custom set of wheels, right? It's having some of these screws loosen up and stuff.
Exactly. So what causes bolts to break is either the grade of the metal is not high enough, number one, and number two, the center is not snug into the barrel. If it's not like completely snug in, it will cause vibrations, it will wobble, and it will snap bolts. But yeah, we try to get the best materials and best products to put on your guys' wheels. And it's definitely a process. A lot of people think this is automated and robotic, but I'm literally here. There'll be nights where I'll be here just titty twisting these bolts together. And really what it is every single bolt needs to be torque sequenced and spec'd out properly. And then it's not like we're just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are doing everything in a crisscross pattern, just like how you would put your wheel onto your car. You do a star pattern.
Yeah.
We do the same concept into our inners, outers, and centers. So it is a tedious process, and everything's torque sequenced. We torque sequence everything to the right torque amount, and
because I think as a consumer, right? I think you're just grabbing a barrel,
Yeah.
grabbing the face, putting all the screws in, and just torquing everything.
Yeah, I mean, like for us, we do hidden hardware for all our BBSs, for example.
What is hidden hardware?
So I think when we showcased your wheels on that one episode, a standard BBS 2-piece wheel is a center into the barrel, and there's 20 holes that 20 bolts that register the face into the barrel. When we 3-piece it, since there's 3 individual parts, we connect the lip and barrel together with some hardware, and then we do an extra 20 bolts. So
that's why the time and effort goes into making sure it's like structurally very safe.
Exactly.
Because people get worried about, but you're taking the structure integrity out of a BBS wheel, making it a 3-piece.
Yeah.
But the structure integrity, you can hear right now from how many more reinforced bolts are going on there.
Exactly. And you know what it is I get the 3-piece aspect where people are like, holy crap, the security of the wheel, like it could leak. And yes, in the 90s, there's plenty of companies that do 3-piece, but they don't do the extra 20 bolts for hidden hardware. And also some people just weld. And I like welding, like SSR wheels come from Japan like that, but it kind of defeats the purpose of 3-piece. Like I would like to keep my wheels and be able to switch out lips or rebuild them.
Yeah.
But once you weld them, it's just, that's that barrel.
Yeah.
Like that's it,
Yeah,
so,
you can't mess with it anymore.
Exactly.